Hey guys, how's it going? January 17th, 2022. We're into the beta branch here, back on YouTube. Some situations kind of took me out of YouTube, but I'm starting to think it's probably better that I save YouTube for weeknights. The server's still up, there's information. Yes, this ugly beast of a thing we have now. We are in the beta update. This is Heinz 57. There's also, that's a Heisler. We have a climax called Bob Job, which is number 69, because Bob likes his climax. Anyways, I should have told him that. So let's I think Bob's on, so let's see what he's doing. He should be here. There he is. Yeah.
Hola.
Hola.
Can't hear you.
Hola, I forgot to hit the PTT thingy. Gotta remember to push the button. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you.
Okay. Have you tried Bob Job yet?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I bought it for you. No visitors, just you, huh?
Just me here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll get some pipe cars together here. Oh!
Oh, Chris is here.
Oh, Chris is coming.
Pop must be snowed in too.
Bob, yeah, he kind of was snowed in or something. Something about a heater or something he was saying. Okay, so I gotta get that engine out of the way. Well, I guess I can put it right down here for now. Gotta get that Eureka out of here soon. I'll take it up with me, maybe next time. Got all the buzzing of this thing. So yeah, I originally did not want to get this, but it is... I've grown to like the Heisler. I haven't tried the other ones yet. I do want to try them, but... Have you done anything else with any other units, or are you're still using doing the logs?
Doing cordwood now with the Mogul. The Mogul has a lot better brakes than Betty Boop.
Okay, well that's cool. How's the Poland? Pretty good?
Yeah, seems to work very well.
Do you notice a little bit of resistance from before, obviously?
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Nice. Yeah, I was just saying I got the Eureka down here, so or eventually I'll take it back, but for now I think I don't know. I mean, the Heisler's down here; it could be used just as easily up there. We'll see. I mean, I don't see why the Eureka would be an issue. I have. It would be interesting to try it on some grades and see what happens, but.
Hola, Chris. Oh yes, mic needed. Maybe he's not ready to join us yet.
It's could be that push to talk thing.
You know, the sideways cars is not just a graphical glitch. When I'm using the road extender, I actually see the cars on that representation going sideways.
That's interesting. So is the extender doing it? Or no, the extender's just showing it?
No, the extender is relaying the information that the car has started to helicopter its way out of this world.
Well, that's because the extender is reporting what you're getting on the client, but it doesn't represent what's happening on the server.
Right.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Emmett?
It's just a client-side data thing.
Oh, you should see how bad it is. I watched his stream. Holy crap. It looks like he's going to derail every time. Yeah.
I was very surprised what these cordwood cars weigh in at.
Heavy? Light?
Very heavy. Check the, I forget what the number is right now, but it's way heavier than anything else I've looked at so far.
Cool. Well, the tanks are the heaviest. They're supposed to be the heaviest.
Maybe empty they're the heaviest, but not full.
Really?
Unless this weight is just the freight weight, and that's added to the car weight. I don't know how they're doing it.
It is. That's what, according to their release notes. To me, that is both steps, which is interesting. So they maybe have gone for both steps and decided to throw it into a beta. By the way, I was looking at some of the I was looking at some of their Discord stuff in the bugs. So I did mention about going downhill. That should be picking up. I don't know if it's a known issue yet or not. It has already been reported the same findings you have of the water. They were having similar issues going around.
Yeah, the guy said it was taking unbelievably long to fill up his Class 70 tender, and by my calculations, it would take roughly an hour.
Right, so just gonna have to keep them topped up for now, I guess. That's all you can do about it, really.
You can do it that one guy did and put 3 water towers in an array so that all the spouts are in the same spot.
Ah.
Would that still take almost 20 minutes?
They'll fix it. Can't be that hard. Whatever they did, they can do whatever, but...
Yeah, it's just formulas. I saw something interesting. So, one guy opted into the beta, hosted a game. Another guy joined him without opting into the beta. He was able to see the other guy's server and join the game, and they played for an hour without either one crashing.
Which is interesting, because what does that mean?
Well, it means they're not separate games. They can coexist with each other. So the only real difference in the two games is maybe just the equational data variables and stuff. Hey, Chris.
Oops.
Ooh, we're definitely picking uphill going down the helix. Ooh. I would normally put on 10% brakes, and I'm up to 20, and I'm still, well, I'm not speeding anymore, but I'm still screaming.
Oh, okay, so maybe it is working then. Somebody mentioned something about was it a curve or was it straight down or something, and from what I could tell where you were at, it's still curvy there. So I to me, I don't know. Maybe it's just not as much as I would expect. It should be going the other way, just as rough. So yeah, well, that's good to see.
25% seems to be keeping me happy and alive.
Nice. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll get this guy.
It's going to take a lot of brakes to slow this puppy down for the dumped track.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Right, I'm going to tell you right now, I did not like this fucking PTT. Trying to talk to you guys for like 10 minutes, I couldn't figure this shit out.
You okay now?
Now that I figured out having to Google, because I messaged you guys because you said PTT, but I don't know how to use PTT, so I had to Google it to figure out how to set it up, and then it didn't tell me initially that I needed to set a hotkey, so I had to Google that.
Yeah, but you said you don't like it. Are you okay now?
Well, I'm fine now, but I was annoyed.
Sorry. No, we didn't mean to annoy you, that's for sure.
I would recommend you put out a thing explaining to people who don't know, because that was incredibly frustrating to sit here. You guys are talking to me and I can't answer because I don't know how to set this up.
Oh, I didn't see.
We've been talking about it for the past little while.
It's fine now, but it was frustrating because I didn't know you were going to do it tonight, and I didn't look into it, and it took a while to Google and figure out how to set it up.
Well, so, no, sorry about that, Chris. It was my call, and totally my call only. And basically, the reason why I did it, I was in. I don't know. I was in a bit more of a mood earlier because of the blizzard here that we've had, and I didn't know if I had to shovel the driveway all night or whatever because I couldn't get to work today because I was totally snowed in. But what ended up happening was Bob and I were testing the beta because I was home. I was still working, and somebody came on, and they just keep talking, and they just keep talking, and they just keep talking. And I know I'm holding it on and I'm keeping talking, but I'm not doing anything right now but just to explain it. But that's the whole reason for it. It's just kind of to reduce the you know, that kind of thing, and oh, the sky is falling and all this other horse shit that keeps on happening. I don't know what else to do. I hate it because I know some people don't like this or would prefer not to have it, but we'll, you know, if it becomes annoying, we'll talk. You know, just mention it in the text or whatever, and let me know. But you know, you and I have talked before about some things, and you know, I'm on YouTube, so I don't want to be making anybody feel uncomfortable or whatever, and I'm not even going to confront anybody about it for now. But it just has to stop. Like when all of a sudden you're on, and you know, I'm using push to talk, and I'm trying to get stuff done, and it's just so friggin' annoying. It feels like I'm trapped on my own server, and I just wanna be able to, you know, communicate, have some fun as well. It's too bad I didn't have to, because I prefer not to use push to talk. But it is what it is, so.
No, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I was frustrated, and I voiced my frustration. I'm over it now that I figured it out, but I do think it would be a good idea. It's certainly going to help. I can already see that. but I do think it would be a good idea to post a little short thing that says, "Hey, go here, do this, and then you'll be good to go." Because I had to go and Google it, and it took a little bit to figure it out. And you guys were trying to talk to me, and I couldn't answer you.
Yeah, no problem. We could do it. I mean, there's only the only other one besides us that I can think of. Honestly, the people that need to learn how to do it are the ones that need to control themselves. That's so. I know. I wish I would have gave you a heads up because I figured you might be on. I wasn't too sure because I know we talked about this before, but yeah. So I apologize for not giving the heads up. It was short notice. We went on an hour early. I didn't know what was going on. Bob was sleeping again, and I didn't want to babysit. So I just, I was like, I was still finishing work. I wanted to get work done. I wanted to shut the server down, and I just went out and shoveled. And then I went for a walk, and I felt much better after I walked. By the time I came back, I found out, cool. And the driveway's been plowed, so I'm good to go for tomorrow. So
Yeah, again, like I said, I'm over it. I apologize if I came off the wrong way, but it was a little bit frustrating initially.
yeah, no problems at all. No, as long as you're okay with it. I don't know. I mean, I might be able to. Honestly, I may be able to, like, if you have any issues with it, if anybody has any issues with it, just let me know, and I may be able to find a workaround, and it would have to do with the statuses. So I'd have to figure out something on how to do that. Administrator status, I mean, we have the two channels or whatever, but there are certain statuses that I could have that rule not apply, basically.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm over it. The initial frustration is past. I'm cool now. No, don't worry about it. I can already tell this is definitely going to solve some issues. So leave it the way it is. Now that I figured it out, it'll be fine.
That's cool. And I want people to be able to, continue to enjoy and whether or not they have a tendency of doing something. Even I had a tendency of thinking out loud a lot, but some people think out loud and then they exaggerate and I don't know what else, but they tell the whole life stories and everything like that. I'm just like, no. But anyways, back to work for me, but that's cool.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Awesome, man.
Mr. Mogul is having a hell of a time climbing the helix with 7 empty cordwood cars.
Cool.
I'm at 60% throttle.
I was going to say, before I jumped in here, when I got home real quick, I jumped in on mine, and I could already tell the differences. Let me tell you, I took a 16 cars of cordwood down my grade to the smelter. 3% is 3.5% is the max. It's 1.3.5. I threw in 100% brakes, and it will not stop with 100%.
Nice.
So I didn't test it yet with 100% brakes and throwing it in reverse. I don't know if that'll change it, but
That does slow it down. I did that once today, and it did help.
I was going to suggest that.
Throw it in reverse and hit the dynamic braking.
yeah. And then even on relatively level ground, it wasn't like, I think it was a 1% grade. Throwing it into brake, it now responds more like a train because it took, I think, 2 times the length of the train to stop.
Well, I have a Heisler down here now, and there's a Climax at the freight depot, too. And I've been running the Heisler down in the south here. And I had 10 cars earlier as a test. 10 cars and one caboose. Fully loaded. Going up 2 point something percent. And let me tell you, it takes a lot, even with a Heisler, to get up that. And it's cool. It's really cool because this has a lot of power, but obviously, you know, I'm not too worried about the top speed around here because I'm not going too far. So it's a nice engine for down here. I don't mind it. And I think I did feel it a bit going downhill too, even with the empties. Not too much. I thought honestly, Bob, I thought you would have felt it more with that little thing. I thought it was just going to pull you like crazy, but then again, yeah, who knows? I've seen when you release the handbrakes too, and you're on a grade, and all of a sudden it starts pulling the slack on you. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, sorry I didn't see your message, Chris. I guess I had the extender open so it doesn't show me Discord messages in the overlay.
That's fine. I figured.
Yeah, I must have missed it totally.
My Mogul looks like it's doing wheelies. The front end just wants to launch itself.
I can't believe the issue or what it looks like on the client view compared to when you're running a server. It's like crazy.
I grab train 301 and 302 and head up to the iron line.
Yeah,
Roger
good
that.
luck with that.
Something I missed?
Well, yeah.
Just that you're going to be the first one to go up those rails since the update, that's all.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll find out how that goes.
There's a Bob Job climax down at the depot if you want it.
I'm going to attempt it with the mobile first. If nothing else, we'll find out if the mobile can still do it or if we're going to actually need to use carry engines.
Well, the 70 should be fine too.
The 70 definitely looks like on paper from that graph Heights posted that the 70 should be able to pull the most cars.
Well, yeah, of the carry engines, basically.
Dixie number 6 is coming back from Smelter along the main line to the sawmill, by the way.
I love the Heisler's new horns too. Those are awesome.
I like the sound, I just didn't like the quality of the recording.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a good whistle choice, I just think they could have gotten a higher quality whistle recording.
Oh, I see. You awake, buddy?
Yep.
Do you want to drive the choo-choos?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yep.
I go get the pipe.
I like that horn smash.
I do too.
I'll be taking the logging camp bypass, Chris, so once I'm past this first switch, you'll be clear to head out if you're ready.
Number 5 still building boiler pressures.
And keep an eye on your water because it takes a hell of a long time with this beta to load water now. I think it's a issue they overlooked. Now the consumption has been really low. I don't know what I was at. I'm at 49.59 on the Heiser right now, but I've been using it. You gonna stay awake, buddy?
Yep.
That was weird. What the hell? How come that one was... Okay, that's got a break. That does now. That doesn't need it. That doesn't have it. That doesn't have it. And that should have it. Nope, doesn't. Okay, weird. And that has it. Strange. Okay, those can stay down because we don't need those. Oh, I already took those brakes off. Alright, where's the compressor? Hand valve 43, that must be it. Yep. That's generator, I mean. So that's my generator. Oh, where is it? There it is. I found where the generator is on the inside here.
Cool.
Did you try the dimming feature by lowering the generator?
Yeah, I just had it dimmed. One thing I haven't tried is sand yet, but that might be something we'll have to consider. I don't know, what else we got here? Yeah, there's a sander. It's a cylinder cogs. Have you seen it on the outside? Looking through, Emmett? See? Is that cool? Emmett? Emmett? Hey, Emmett.
Yes.
Have you seen looking out the window?
I can see a window.
Yeah, that's what you can do with the Heisler only.
I've seen a visor.
I like the Heisler too, that you can look out the window.
That's just really
I can do that in any loco. Oh, you mean the height is different?
Yeah, the height's perfect. Well, I don't know if the height's perfect, but I mean you can actually look down through the track and actually see while you're at the controls.
Yeah, the height of the cab is a little bit taller, so you can actually look out the window and see where you're going, whereas in the other ones you see the cab.
The only thing is looking behind, but then again you can always look out the window there. Yeah, we'll go. Do I want to go straight in? Yeah, we'll go straight in. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go straight in. I might want to go forward, down, and then back in, because that's the way I came, I think. Maybe not. What the hell? I only got one car. Funny thing is, you gotta make sure you have all your cars with you, which I didn't.
Well, that would help.
Only brought one car with me, and I thought I was pulling something.
You gonna work your way around to the front end of a string of cars there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm pulling this, because I don't want to take too many cars, so I'm going to put the correct number of cars and only take 10, because I'm traveling with 10 right now. I don't know, what it can handle yet, so I'd rather go with less than...
Right, work your way up. Sounds fair. You plan on putting the extras on the first track?
So, I might be overcomplicating things, but I'm pulling this lumber car, and I shove it to the back of the train, and then I'm going to take a couple of these beam cars off, so that I end up with only 10 cars. And I might grab a caboose on the way out, but right now I'm just moving this, because I need the Ford lumber, but I have a lot of extra beams compared to...
Right, okay. Can I sneak in behind you and grab the empty state cars on the next track and just pull them all out?
No. Oh, okay.
You have a link back there on your engine, or do you need a link on this car?
I didn't actually check.
Fine, I'll take care of it. Definitely. Truck. It's good right there.
Roger that.
Forgot to grab the caboose too. Not that it's. I don't know if I should worry about the caboose down here. What do you think?
All your brakes are off, you should be good.
Roger, I'll be out of your hair in 5 seconds. And you'll have 2 empty tracks you can mess with. Some people have complained with the beta that they've gone over switches that look fine and they derail anyways. And that has actually happened to me twice now today. So be careful of that.
Roger.
Or at least let us know that that happened. Because I think between the 3 of us we'll all see that tonight as well. Pay attention when you get up to the iron ore mine there, Chris. Apparently they doubled production. So when you put in 1 beam and 1 lumber, you should get 2 iron out of it, not just 1.
Yeah, I saw that in news.
Did you test that on your server, or you didn't get that far?
No, I only went in my server for like 20 minutes just because I was curious about the changes with the grades and whatnot to see what I can.
Roger.
I think I should be fine on that. Just have to figure out the braking situation, test that later. Or maybe I'll figure that out here. Find out. Actually, I really wish I was recording. It was a pretty spectacular wreck.
I watched a stream of the Depot guys today, and they're trying out this hump yard for the first time. And a bunch of brand new cars broke free, tumbled down the back side of the hump yard into a crumpled mess.
Wow, I haven't even... Totally forgot to check my chat. Hey, Sean. Where's the snow? It's gone. This is beta. You're welcome. Yeah, this is a beta string. I'm glad you guys joined the YouTube. All right. Whew. It's gonna be one of those yawning types of nights. So I'm definitely liking the beta side of the string. So they do call it the beta. This is the beta side of early access. So it's a beta string, or opting into the beta. So it's a public beta. I'll go ahead with this for now. From the host side, just the movement feels much more smooth now.
Cool.
Hey, Emmett. Can you put on the chat for the
Definitely need a
laptop
lot
for me,
more
please?
Giddy up to get anything moving.
The YouTube chat.
Yes, please. I've already checked it, but I forgot to
Yeah, I think
put
it's
it
going
on
to
there.
drive the young kids crazy who want instant gratification.
Yay!
That was what I was thinking before.
Weed out the kitties.
They're going to go from 0 to 100 and 100 to 0. That's the only two speeds they're going to know and the only two braking settings they're going to know.
This game is unplayable.
There it is.
Expecting to hear a lot of that.
I mean, the closest I ever got to it was when I was viewing the client side.
Yeah, Sean doesn't know how we do it, Chris. I told him and Emmett to both sign into another server so they can see what it's like from our side, and they both like, no, it's okay.
So spoiled.
I've seen enough, they say.
Well, it's not that I haven't seen enough. I enjoy my side.
Yeah, I would enjoy unlimited disability too.
Yeah, they'll fix it eventually.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I do hope it becomes more of a priority since the game is Railroads Online.
Right?
Railroads on blind.
I really do like being able to play with other people, so with like a little bit more focus on making online aspect of it last week. By no means, though, am I saying is I'm playing.
Are you running right now, Bob?
I am.
Hang on a second.
I am crawling up the hill south of the sawmill loading docks to go around the Woodward and Log Pond Y to come up from the bottom onto the west yard.
I see you swaying or something. Is that you? You're just slowly crawling, like looking at ties or something?
Slowly crawling at 50% throttle, yeah.
Okay. Well, this isn't the view that it was shown earlier. It was just going nuts. Actually, it's probably when it goes much quicker than that. I mean, although you do have those little convulsions a little bit more than I do. Look at that, Emmett. That's how it looks like on from the client side. But it's always been like
I
this.
think I'm getting to the peak of the hill now. I'm starting to speed up.
See that, Emmett?
Yeah.
But can you do a wide view?
Well, I'm in the cab and I'm doing, using the extender to drive the train.
Oh.
No, I can't get your YouTube right now because I'd have to sign you in.
Why?
Because you're signed out. I don't know why.
Look, Emmett.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
That's what the clients see.
Oh, they're not sick.
There's your wife view. Oh yeah, look at that tender. Just
Look at-
rocking and a rolling.
Look at that. Man, I'm it's
He's about to say it, Chris. He's about to say it. The
No.
game's unplayable.
no, it's not, because it is playable, but it's not. It's amazing that people are not gone ballistic on that.
Yeah, so, and he's probably got a better better connection than I do, you should watch mine buck like a Bronco. I mean, it still goes down the tracks. It's not an issue. But visually, it's just ridiculous watching it.
Well, no, he's doing the same thing. I'm sure yours will be the same.
Well, the loco never bucked like this before. Like, this looks like it wants to do a wheelie. And usually the locomotive was pretty stable. It was all the other stuff that bounced around a lot.
That's not the way it's always been.
For client, yeah. So this isn't the way it's always been then. So just the engine.
The engine is worse than it has been. The cars are the same.
I just sworn I've seen video before of clients
Coming around the south end of the Y there, Chris. Looks like you're fouling the track, so I'm going to slow her down.
Yeah, sorry, I'm shoving back now to grab that car, then I'll be out of the way.
Look at. See, they only get view of 10 people. Or 10 cars in front of them.
That's the movement that's more annoying to me.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
It's not so bad when you're in the cab view. Because I take it from the cab view. You're looking more at the scene, so you might be shaking a tiny bit, but that.
He's even shaking outside of his train.
Oopsie.
By just walking, you can see him shaking. Like it pauses every once in a while, and then starts and pauses. It's not pleasant.
Yeah. Emmett says he was saying he says that isn't pleasant, but he thought he seen video elsewhere where it doesn't seem to be that bad for a client. So I don't know.
I've seen someone share their screen on this very server before, and it was just fine. But
Well, I suppose it's different for everybody, based on all the variables.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it is, but wow. Anyways, back to work.
Alright, Bob, I was looking at the wrong switch stand. I thought switch.
No worries.
Is that crazy?
now I can understand why clients might say this game is unplayable.
Yeah, see, Emmett's saying, now I can understand why clients say this game is unplayable. I won't go that far, but man, it's pretty bad.
I can understand why people would go that far, though. Like, I wouldn't be wanting to play it if it's like that.
Well, play single player, but or host.
Yeah, it's not as fun though. Because if you play single player, it gets boring, and not everyone can play host.
Yeah.
Alright, now we go up.
Can you get me a cereal bar and a drink?
Yep.
Okay.
If you could pass me the
Water.
I didn't get a good sound on that that last car, so I doubt it's coupled.
Pull back first to test that.
Yeah, if you pull back, you want to take 4 beams with you. I'll put them all on the track for you here.
That explains a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
That horn's way
Sorry
too loud.
for lumber. Crap.
Well,
Sounds nice, but it's way too loud.
it echoes. It's nice. I like
Yeah, I
it.
like the echo, but it's way too loud. Especially when you're right beside the speaker, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Alright,
All right. Thank you. Love you too.
see ya, bye.
See ya. Oops. Duh. So my son can't get me in because he has to sign in, so I gotta go with that. Hello, Harrison. Yeah, no problem, guys. Glad you enjoy the stream. So the client side's still a little messy, but that's too bad, but I'm enjoying what I got, that's for sure.
Can you, I'm trapped inside of the car. Can you pick this car up? Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I have all the Lincoln pins in the back end of each car, so you can slowly back up and I'll add pins as we go. One truck for the first one. Good sound, keep her coming. About another full car. Half a car. One truck. On the money. Got a good sound. And I got a good sound on the last one too. So only the last brake is on. Give me a tug. And we're moving back here. All your brakes are off. So what are you gonna do now? You want to back up so you can get to the going towards the iron mine?
I'm gonna flip the engine around, and guess I'll shove this train back. I'll go forward to the iron line.
Oh, is your nose facing this way right now?
Yeah, I've been using the drawbar.
Okay.
Take it for a ride around the sawmill, spin it around.
Or you can come down one of these two. Well, there's 3 tracks that are open here to come down. Or no, that doesn't work because you actually got to flip it around. You got to use a Y, right?
But yeah, I forgot. There's a Y right here. I just turn right. Either way takes same amount of time. Just do it right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to pull up into the track right next to the track that we were just working on for you. Greetings 440 Camelback. Sean has instituted a new policy today in the Discord where you must use push to talk. So if you need to set that up if you want to talk in this channel.
Actually, I don't think he's a member.
So if he's not a member, he can't talk anyways.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, he can send messages or whatever, and or if he's viewing, he might be viewing your stream or whatever.
He is viewing my stream.
Well, there you go.
He never stays around long, that guy.
Yeah. The definition of insanity? I don't know. Ghost never came back, huh?
Not so far.
I told him I was, and honestly, at the time, I didn't know what was going on because I knew you were asleep, but I didn't know if you were coming back later tonight or whatever. And I didn't know what was going on with me, so I could be still shoveling out there right now, or falling asleep and going to bed. So I just said, I really don't know. I'm gonna shut it down now since nothing else is happening. He wasn't too sure what jobs to do and all that other stuff.
Yep, I got that same feeling from you today that you didn't know what was going on. Which is fine.
He has a shitty feeling. I mean, I'm glad I was able to shovel out enough so that I could get to the road and take a, 30-40 minute walk over to the store. So that was cool. Whenever you guys need a save, let me know.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, go for a save.
Roger that, Samba. Okay, there we go. Well, I can tell I'm tired, that's for sure.
Yep, you sound tired.
Yeah, with between having to take the test this morning and everything going on, what ifs, and I wasn't so worried about it. If I was positive, I wasn't gonna panic about it. It was just the not sure knowing. Obviously, I was negative before the weekend, but yeah, I just didn't know. And that and everything going on upstairs, and it was just like. And then I knew the weather, and I was like, I'm not looking forward to driving in or shoveling snow. And, ugh. So getting that part out of my brain at 3:30 this morning, well, it ended up being like 4:10 by the time I went back to bed after I found out I was negative. Then I was able to sleep a little bit more, and then I got back to bed. And, was up a little bit early and saw the weather. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I just knocked off the handbrakes, so I'll be out of this track in a second, Chris.
You're good.
Oh, man. Yeah, the loaded weight is only 7,054 pounds for it's 100 kilograms per package for the boxcars.
So do you have a loaded boxcar there now?
I just loaded one and also loading pipe.
Well, if you can tell me what they are, I'll put them in the spreadsheet.
Oh, you got something for it?
Well, I've added a couple of columns, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still loading. But let's see what would have
Well,
moved.
let me know when they're fully loaded.
Damn, I don't know what I did earlier now. Was I moving stuff? I think I was just moving stuff around the yard. Yeah, I'll let you know. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to know the weight. Yeah, I was mistaking. I was mistaking what you were saying for moving quantities. I can tell you what the weight is. It's fully. Well, I got one fully loaded now.
Okay, so let me finish moving my train.
I'll have to move mine too now.
Okay, what's the total weight you got for me?
One second. Okay. So, for a 32 car box car, they are 7,054 pounds or 3,200 kilograms.
7054 and 3200. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll get the pipe in a second here. I got them loaded as well. So, loaded pipe, 9 loaded pipe is 16,200 kilograms or 35,714 pounds.
Wowzer. 35,714.
Roger that.
16,200. Cordwood is still our heaviest load at 42,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah, getting up there. The logs are fairly heavy too, aren't they?
Wood is heavier than the iron ore.
Well, these are the actual
I don't
loads.
have a weight on the iron ore yet. But cordwood is the heaviest load we have at present.
See, the heaviest actual empty weight, as far as I know, is the tanks.
They have those weights on the side. Wonder if we can figure out which one is the empty weight.
I'm sure if you look, they probably have it in one of those cheat thingies, because that's where they seem to get that information from, or on Discord they'll tell you if you ask. Somebody should help, but ditto with the gallons of the what holds up in a yeah, I'm tired. What holds up in the tenders and what's in the boiler. What the hell was I smoking there? Let's try that again. Okay, am I close enough to this next boxcar? Probably... not. So I gotta go...
How's it going so far, Chris? Going up the mountain?
I gotta go forward, actually, first.
I haven't even left the yard yet. I'm just leaving now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going on the main line now towards the center.
man.
Hello, Harrison. So you pulling with the Eureka or a Mogul, Chris?
I have the Mogul. Having a seizure right now.
How are you now?
Much.
Oh, I'm barely staying awake.
Not gonna make it to 11, are you, Sean?
I might not. I might not. But I'll let you guys keep going. I'll just lie down on the couch and doze for a bit.
If you're tired, then just take it up to the iron mine where I work. Sign up from there.
I wouldn't mind seeing the iron mine. Or you guys, how far away are you from going to the iron mine?
I just entered the loop.
Yeah, that's okay. Keep going.
And I'm about ready to leave the west yard as well for the coal mine.
Ooh.
I figure we'd inaugurate both halves of the railroad tonight.
Very nice. How far are you ready to leave?
Just gotta throw my caboose on if there is one, and I'll be out of here.
Okay, I'm just finishing loading this last boxcar, and then I'll respawn at the depot. Put some brakes on down here, and I'll come join you. I'll ride your caboose.
If there is one here.
Yeah.
One on that beam train.
Yeah, that was too much work. I was gonna grab one out of the caboose track.
Sorry, I took that one.
Actually, I'll head down there now. I don't feel like even loading another box. You're in the west yard?
I'm just on the main line leaving the west yard, but I'm going slow so you can catch up to me. But I don't have a caboose for you because Chris took the one I had my eye on.
Okay.
But if you catch up to me, you can transfer to his train because he does have a caboose.
How far are you?
Just at the rock cut now.
I'm just at the west yard, or just at the east part of the yard lead.
I'll just stop here and get a drink while you catch up.
Just for testing's sake, when you do start coming up here, I started from a crawl just because I wanted to see, if somebody's sitting here waiting for someone to come down, and then you have to start from zero, what was going to happen. And right now I've got the regulator at 100%. I'm only going like, I don't know, 5 miles an hour. So for testing purposes, I don't know if you want to try to get a rolling start and see if that gets you up there faster.
I think you went to get a drink. I'm on his engine though.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell him when he gets back. But yeah, that's what I would recommend, to see 2 different attempts to see maybe if you do it a rolling start, if it's easier. I did it from basically stopping and then going up.
Did you stall, Chris?
No, so I haven't stalled, so you had stepped away, I guess. So what I would suggest is, what I was saying is, I didn't stop completely, but I was crawling before I started up this hill. And I'm currently at 100% throttle regulator, and I'm crawling up the hill, like maybe 5 miles an hour. So for testing purposes, if you want to like get a running start, see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. And how many cars? What's your train makeup? I know you have lumber and beams. You have like 6 and 4 or something.
Right. So I have six beam cars, 4 lumber cars, and a caboose.
So you have 2 extra cars than me, and the lumber cars are heavier than the beam cars. But we have the same locomotive. Yeah, lumber cars are 8,000 kilograms. Beam cars are only 4,000. See, you have, sorry, you have four lumbers.
Correct. 4 lumbers and 6 beams. And I've completely stalled at this point, so I'm going to have to roll back down.
57,000 kilograms in load. I only have 38,000 kilograms in load.
I'm rolling back down now. I don't know where your engine is, but I'm coming back down.
You gonna try and drop a couple cars at the smelter and then see if you can make it further?
Well, the first thing I want to do is see if I get a running start, if that makes a difference, because like I said, I stopped at the switch, and then I started basically from, I was almost completely stopped when I started, so now we'll see if there's a difference if I take a running start at it, if it'll make a difference.
Okie dokie. I'm going to take the output loading ramps. I imagine you went through the connecting track.
Yeah, I went past the cordwood and ironwood loading area.
Yep, so I'm on the back side of the smelter. Did you get past Coal Mine Junction?
I didn't even make it to the first curve coming up the hill.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm sorry. I made it to the curve, and that's where I stalled, so I guess the only resistance trying to go around the curve is what I'm going
If you don't slow your train down, you're going to take my train out. Yeah, we're going to be limited to like 5-car trains with moguls. Which is okay. 6 guys running 5-car trains, that's perfect. I can see your locomotive bucking like mine does too.
So the difference before is I stopped at this switch I just passed, and I like basically came to a stop, and this time I'm going to try going up the power before and not stopping. We'll see if there's a difference.
Right, okay.
map up. What is the grade here? No.
Let me check. So between Smelter and Coal Mine Junction, there is a 4% part. There's some 3.8s, some 3.6s. Ooh, there's a 4.5 just as you get to Coal Mine Junction.
I don't know if this is going to happen.
So you start off doing 2 right-hand turns, and then there's a big left. Did you get past the left?
Made the right-hand turn the first turn, and I'm crawling towards the next turn, which is the left-hand turn.
So you haven't done anything more than 3.6, and in that next left-hander you have a 4% followed by 3.8, 3.8, 3.8, 3.6. So you're gonna stall there before you get past the next.
Yeah, I mean at this speed, there's no way it's going to happen. So I'm just going to start rolling back down. We haven't come up yet.
Well, I only have half the payload you have. So when you come down, why don't you drop half your cars and I'll give it a run. And then if I don't
let you go first this time, I'm going to go drop some cars and see how many cars it takes. How many cars I have to drop before I can get up.
Yes, you have almost 60,000 in payload, whereas I have 40,000 in payload. So if you, we'll have to see if I can make it, if we have to go below 38 or not. But then we can, say if I make it up with 38, then, you can try for a combination that's, say, 45. And see if you can make it up. And then if you make that up, I can try for something that's 50,000. So we can have set weights that the trains can run up to different grades for guidance, not hard and fast rules, but guidance, right?
So I mean, there's 2 things we can do here now that this is coming to a play. We can either do shorter trains, or we can look into giving more gentle grades, maybe trying to limit it to 3%.
Yeah, I don't think Chris and Emmett want to re-roll the whole railroad. So I think smaller trains is going to be the answer. This is where a test server would come in handy. Build ramps with 1, 2, 3, 4, 4%, very long straight pieces, and then see how many cars each of the locomotives can carry up those hills. But then the curves probably add into that friction calculation too.
Sharpen the curve.
It's 100% throttle. I've got 7 miles per hour. Into the 4% part, 80% throttle, still have 5 miles an hour. Most of my train is now in the 4% part. I'm doing 3 miles an hour, but I'm at 90% throttle. .100% throttle, 4% grade. I'm still doing 3 miles an hour. And that's the steepest part. If you get past that left-hander there, that's nothing that's over 4. There's a bunch of 3.8s and 4s right there. So you need to calculate, if you look on the Google sheet, you have access to that, Chris, to see it?
Yeah, I do.
So in the items page, it's one of the earlier pages, I added 2 columns with the weights of the cars that we know of so far. And then you'll see a little calculation to the right. That's the calculation of your train and my train. And you'll see where your train was almost 60,000 and mine's 40,000. So you need to change the makeup of your train so that it's below 40,000. And then you'll be able to make it up this hill. At least this part of it, and hopefully the rest of it too. Those lumber cars weigh twice as much as the beam cars. So I would suggest taking off 1 lumber and 2 beams and then seeing what that total comes to. Because you still want to take up a matched set, I would imagine.
Well, I already dropped 4 number bars. I was just going to try the beams.
Okay. So that's, what are the lumber cars? Like they're 5,000. So that should be enough to get you up to him. I'm doing 6 miles an hour now. I'm past the 4%, and I'm back into the 3%. Now I do have all beams, so I'll be stopping here and rolling back on the coal mine junction Y. Man, I wonder how many. I didn't even want to guess how rails are. We might have to take the rails up with a Heisler.
I might be mistaken, but I think actually the climax was supposed to be the more powerful.
Yeah, but they named it Bob Job. I'm not touching that fucking logo. Still doing 6 miles an hour. This is 8 beams, so 5 beams with a caboose would probably be, what you really want to take up this run, to have some capacity left in your locomotive.
I'll give it a shot with the 6 right now. We'll get a running start out of this. So,
Okay, I've thrown the switch. I'm rolling back into the coal junction Y.
either that or I'll leave the caboose with the lumber cars.
Man, it's going to be impossible to make money now when you're taking half as many cars.
I guess that's why they made it twice as productive.
Possibly. So if you took up one lumber, 6 lumber, 2 beams would give you 6 beams. That would give you 12 coal. So you could take the 1 lumber, 2 beams, and a hopper with a caboose. That would be a 6-car train. I've flipped the switch that you're going to encounter so that you don't have to slow down, Chris. You can just barrel right through it.
Crazy.
Barrel right through it at 4.5 miles an hour. I'm at 100% backing up now onto the East River Y, 4 miles an hour. Of course, if you're using the extender, it'll tell you the miles per hour. Otherwise, I don't know how you can figure that out.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was the extender telling you that or if you were just guessing.
No, I'm using the extender.
So I was just guessing my call.
100% throttle, maintaining 10 miles an hour. These troopers set that. How'd you make out, Chris?
So far, I'm coming up on the waterfall slowly.
Good. So you made it past the coal mine junction.
Coming up to the coal mine junction, I'm just crossing over the bridge of the waterfall now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I forgot there was one before it. It sounds like you got past the 4% part.
past the social line junction. So,
Nice. Hopefully you make it. I'm still chugging along here at 10 miles an hour and 90% throttle, but this is all basically flat land I'm driving on. My test will come at the end.
I made it up without creeping. I don't know how fast I wasn't creeping this time, so I feel like maybe I might be able to squeeze in one or two more cars. Maybe I could take one or two more minutes.
Via the regulator 100%.
Yeah, maybe you have to keep it at 100%. You might be able to get another one or two cars in the tree. Tennis not gonna work.
Well, maybe try 10 next time, but put sand on the whole time, see if you get better traction.
Well, actually, I had sand on, so that didn't help.
Okay. I'm starting to make my ascent now. My mileage has dropped to 8. I'm going to bump the regulator up to 100. I might have to kick this hobo off my train.
Should disconnect the caboose and let it roll.
Well, the problem is he's on the running board of the locomotive. There's no shaking him unless I derail it.
It's really incredible. It's,
Maintaining 6 miles an hour, 100% regulator. If all we can manage is 6 miles an hour with these things, then, you know, this is where the Heisler is going to come in handy, because I'm pretty sure it could haul 10 cars up this grade, no problem.
and it could probably do it at about 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, could probably do it closer to that, closer to the max speed.
ticket.
Nice. That was the tickets. And what did you make it up there with? All beams and did you take a caboose too?
6 cars of beams and caboose. Might be possible to squeak in one more car. Possibly one car. Transfer. Maybe I would suggest it. We're not going to do next next time track work is maybe adding additional road tracks in the center. Storing some lumber cars there that transfer from sawmill down to that road so that you don't have to go all the way back to the sawmill and the additional roads and
Right. Like bring in trains of 10 to the smelter, and then take 5 up to the mines.
so you cut down on traveling all the way back to the sawmill.
Yep, it's an idea. about the iron mine, Chris?
Yeah. Lie down.
Still riding on my floorboards here. 1 foot on, 1 foot off.
See that? That's impressive.
Yep, all the way up here. Time to make the journey down. Have you started your journey down?
Oh, I thought we were gonna tie up here. So you said you wanted to use it down to 11.
Oh, what time is it?
So 10:45.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably.
Oh, that was a good nap.
I just crashed, and now my train's headed down the hill.
Wow.
Well, you're still in the game. If it didn't crash, can you stop my locomotive? You're right there.
I'm... Oh, this is you. I'm on with you, that's right. Sorry, I'm waking up.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm.
Yeah, if you could stop the train and then back it up back into the yard, then we'll call it.
I can't... I can't get in.
Oh, you're stuck on the floorboards?
What's crazy is it must have had you in control still.
Yeah, and I imagine after a certain amount of time it would time me out, right?
Yeah. So what happened was I had to manually find the brake and just go boop, which I'm not too familiar with the Heisler, but I found it.
Well, you found it. That's the important thing.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I woke up.
You woke up at the good time.
YouTube should be good. I meant to mute it, but all the snoring and everything, who knows?
So Chris couldn't make it up to Coal Mine Junction from the smelter with 60,000 kilograms of loaded cargo, but I was able to make it up with 38,000. And then when he dropped off his 4 beam cars, you only would have had 25,000 after that, Chris. So you would have had another at least 15,000 capacity. So you should be able to take 6 beams and 2 lumber.
Yeah, I dropped 4 lumber back at the smelter, so you're saying I should be able to take at least 2 of those lumber?
Yeah, if you'd have dropped just 2 of those, you probably would have been okay as well.
I'll try that next time.
So I was trying to think here. So the coal mine is the sharper grade? Well, that doesn't make sense.
No, the 4% grade is before the Coal Mine Junction, so he couldn't get up it, but I could. And then once he dropped cars, he could get up it as well.
Oh, okay. Now I gotcha.
There's nothing higher than 4%, and the 4% is shared by the coal mine and iron mine because it's before Coal Mine Junction.
Interesting.
Well, let me just confirm that. Let me look. Oh, there is a 3.9 going to the iron ore mine. Some more 3.6s, 3.8s. Oh, there's a 4.1. But if you get past those 4.0s in that first couple of curves, then you can probably handle the rest. Going up to coal mine, I see a bunch of 3s. I don't see much over 3. Like 3.1 is like the most I've seen. Most of it's 2%. Yeah, so if you get past Coal Mine Junction, which has the 4% parts, then the rest of it is easy, or easier.
So I had a YouTube comment that was saying that the individual weights are on the purchasing when you purchase them.
Oh, right. Okay. When you purchase the cars.
Yeah, I guess, or engines.
I'll have to look at that tomorrow. Well, I wonder if it would be worth it to redo the line from the smelter to Coal Mine Junction just to get it all down under 3%. Because then that would, because you have a bunch of 4s and you have a 4.9 in there and then a 4.5 in there. So that part is pretty steep.
Well, there's one thing that can be done, and that is the East River sub can continue to the smelter.
Right along that back wall, the back ledge.
Yeah, so that's something we may have to look into, possibly. So how many? What's the car limit now to go to the coal mine?
40,000 kilograms, roughly. I was able to make it with 40, he was able to make it with 25, but he could not make it with 60. So somewhere between 40 and 60. And that's with the mogul. Each locomotive is going to be different.
How many cars is that?
Well, it depends which cars you take because they're different. I had 9 beam cars, but Sean only took 6 beams and a caboose.
So Chris only had 6 beams in a caboose?
Mm-hmm.
So originally I had 10 cars. I had 6 beams, and I had 4 lumber cars plus the caboose. And then I had to drop off 4 lumber cars because I could not make it up the initial hill leaving the smelter. I couldn't even get up that hill. Once I dropped the 4 lumber loads, I was able to get all the way up to the iron mine.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we might want to try next time leaving 2 of the lumber loads on and see if it should Yuri be able to do 6 beams and 2. So we can try that next time.
6 beams and 3 lumber is usually what I would take.
I don't know if 3 lumbers will work due to the weight now, but we can try that. But supposedly 2 lumbers and 6 beams plus the caboose should make it. I don't know if we want to consider trying to make that section there just a little bit more gentle, or if we want to leave it the way it is.
Yeah, or we've got a 70. We've got we have a Heisler. We have a we have the Heisler. We have the the Climax.
Yeah, we could figure out what each locomotive can pull for now using that 4% grade as your max, and then we can make a decision from there. We can, tonight me and Chris use the moguls. Maybe tomorrow night we'll both use a Eureka or a Class 70 or something. Try different engines and see what they can do.
Well, the Eureka's gonna suck. I'm pretty sure of that. I think it's from there. You're actually either going 70 or the geared. I think. I'm not too sure about the geared though. I imagine I don't remember the geared being on the chart. Do you?
It was on ISIS chart.
Yeah, the geared's going to be the 2 geared locomotives are going to be your most powerful locomotives now. Problem is they're technically going to be slower. However, they'll probably be faster going up grades compared to the standard locomotives.
Yeah, since me and Chris were only going 6 miles an hour, you could probably do. Well, I was doing 10 or 11 on the East River Sub once the percentages got down to 3. But for that first part, I was only doing 5 or 6 up that heavy part.
So realistically, it doesn't matter because the geared locomotives are supposedly limited to 15 miles an hour, but if you're only doing 8 miles an hour anyway, it really doesn't matter which locomotive you take.
Right, no, but you might be able to make it with a solid 15 with the Heisler, no problem, right?
Right, well that was what I was about to say. So you're going to be going slow either way, but with the Heisler or the Climax, you might be able to take double the amount of cars.
Right.
Okay, so I guess I'll save this here whenever you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Well, I didn't bother logging back in because I'm going to be somewhere crazy.
Well, it wasn't going too fast before it started taking off. I'm around the, I think the first horseshoe.
Yeah, I just started coming down. And Chris looked at my stream, and I asked him if he was ready to head down, and he said that well, it was getting close to 11, and he thought we were tying down up top, and I was like, oh yes, right. So I was just went to zero my throttle. I think I went to put the brake on first, and then that's when it just went poof, bye bye.
Your tail end is on that last wooden bridge before the mine.
Oh, so you didn't back it up? You're just going to stop it there?
Might as well. I mean, you're already heading down. I mean, I could, but no sense now. I've already saved it, so you're not that far. You can hop on that train in no time.
No worries.
Okay. All right. Well, that was good. I sorry guys, I had to fall asleep on you. I apologize to YouTube that I fall asleep. Hopefully, I wasn't snoring. I was right in the chair by the damn. I meant to mute the mic, but I was so friggin' tired. I was just like,
We didn't hear anything.
no, that's because Bush and Talk weren't on. YouTube did though. We'll see what the comments say.
I'll have to go back and listen to the stream, see if you're snoring.
Oh, gee, thanks. All right. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm actually curious of that one too myself. But, anyways, all right.
Have a good night. Good luck tomorrow with the snow.
Yeah, should be okay. Anyways, have a good one.
Good night, guys.
You too. Take care, guys.